Good morning, students. Let us recall what we have learned in the last class. You have studied about the three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. Today we will discuss about the changes in the state of matter. What happens when matter changes state? The three most familiar states of matter are solid, liquid and gas. A change of state is the change of a substance from one physical form of matter into another. During a change of matter from one state to another, energy must be added or removed, but the total amount of energy remains conserved. When a substance gains or loses energy, its temperature and state changes. Now let me explain you with the help of the model of matter that all matter is made up of very tiny particles which remain constantly in motion. During the change of state, the motion of the particles changes. Particles can break up from each other and gain more freedom to move, or they may attract each other more strongly and have less freedom to move, and thus a change of state of matter takes place. Now with the help of this figure, you can understand that how the three states of matter change into each other, that is solid to liquid, liquid to gas and vice versa. When a solid is heated, that is heat energy is given to a solid, it converts into liquid and the process is called melting. When the heat is supplied to a liquid, it converts into gas and the process is known as boiling. The gas can be converted into a liquid state by the loss of heat, and the liquid can again be converted into the solid state again with the loss of heat, and the gas to liquid, that is called the condensation, and the liquid to solid is called the freezing process. Melting and boiling you will study today, and condensation and freezing you will study in next class. Effect of change of temperature on the state of matter. How solids change to liquid states? Let us understand it. When a solid is warmed, its particles gain energy. They start vibrating fast and convert into liquid. The process of melting, that is a change of a solid state into a liquid state, is known as fusion, and the temperature at which a solid substance changes into liquid, that is called melting point. Now, how a liquid changes into the gaseous state. When a liquid is warmed, its particles gain more energy, attraction between them decreases more, so they convert into the gaseous state. This change of liquid state to the gaseous state is known as boiling, and the temperature at which a liquid changes to gas is called boiling point. With the help of this graph, you can understand how the three states of matter changes into each other when temperature is increased. Now see, if we will start with a solid and supply the heat energy, then the temperature of the solid will start increasing, it will start melting, and a temperature will be obtained, a particular temperature will be obtained that which will remain still for some time till the whole solid will convert into liquid. This temperature, this fixed temperature is called the melting point, and this process is known as melting or fusion. Now, because the heat is continuously supplied to the system, what will happen? The liquid will start converting into the gaseous form. The temperature will keep on increasing, and again one temperature will be obtained which will remain still for a while, that is called boiling point. This will occur when the liquid is completely converted into the gaseous form. This stage is called vaporization. Now the liquid will start converting into gas. About the condensation and freezing, we will continue in the next class. As a liquid is warmed, its particles gain energy. Some particles gain enough energy that they escape from the surface of the liquid and become a gas. This process is called evaporation. So, evaporation is called a surface phenomena. A rapid change when a liquid converts into the gaseous form or the vapor state, then it is called boiling. And this change takes place throughout the liquid and not at the surface only. So, boiling is called a bulk phenomena. Now, let us discuss about the difference between boiling and evaporation. Boiling occurs at a fixed temperature while evaporation occurs at any temperature. Boiling is a quick process, evaporation is a slow process. Boiling takes place throughout the liquid, evaporation takes place at the surface of the liquid. During the process of boiling, the bubbles are formed, but no bubbles are seen during the process of evaporation. Temperature remains constant in boiling, while temperature may change during the process of evaporation. And thermal energy is supplied by an energy source in boiling, while it can be taken from the surrounding during the process of evaporation. Now, a question arises that during the process of melting, the temperature of the system does not change even after we supply the heat energy continuously to the system. Why it happens so? The reason is the heat supplied is used up in changing the state to overcome the force of attraction between the particles and remains absorbed and hidden in the solid. This hidden energy is known as latent heat. Let us define the word latent heat. The amount of heat energy required to change 1 kilogram of solid into liquid at atmospheric temperature at its melting point is known as latent heat of fusion. So, particles of water at 0 degrees Celsius or 273 Kelvin have more energy as compared to the particles of ice at the same temperature. Latent heat of vaporization. Particles of steam, that is water vapor at 373 Kelvin or 100 degrees Celsius, have more energy than the water at the same temperature. Reason is that the particles of steam have absorbed the extra energy, which will be in the form of the latent heat of vaporization. In the next class, we will study how we convert Kelvin scale into the Celsius scale and vice versa, sublimation process, and the effect of change of pressure on the state of matter. Thank you.